Alright boys, welcome back to another video. As you can tell by the title, in this video I'm going to be breaking down what I think is the cheapest bulking diet money can buy. If you haven't figured out already, I'm on a bulk. I've managed to grit my teeth, and over summer I've just forgotten about the abs. And now that I've got here, I've got to the end of summer, I'm so happy that I did that. I haven't sacrificed any progress over the summer months. And I've kind of been on the same diet throughout this time, but I thought, why don't I go through and break down everything I'm eating on this bulk and see how much it costs. A lot of people nowadays, they're on a budget. They don't have all the money in the world to just not care about price. So I thought, how much does everything I eat cost per serving? So in this video, I'm gonna break it all down. Okay, meal number one. I'm gonna call this breakfast part one because I essentially have two parts to my breakfast. Again, I've said this so many times, if you've watched my channel before, you know exactly what I have. It's this, egg bagels. Pretty self-explanatory, literally just eggs and bagels. The eggs I buy are from Aldi and it costs £2.69 for a pack of 15 eggs. That means per egg on this plate is 18p, and in total there's 72p worth of eggs. For the bagels, I go to Asda and just get their own brand, and it's £1 for a pack of 5, which means it's 20p per bagel and 40p in total. I'll put the macros and calories on screen as well. And with this meal, I have this, creatine. Now I get these for my protein, and currently there's a huge sale on. You can get this tub of 250 tablets for only £15. And I genuinely don't even know if I've ever seen it that low. However, going off that price, that makes one of these tablets 6p each. And I have 6 of them, which in total is 36p worth of creatine every day. So for breakfast part one, plus my creatine, as well as a black coffee that I have every single morning, and that big teaspoon of coffee is worth 40p. So in total, my creatine, my cup of coffee, and breakfast part one is £1.88. And the best part is, it tastes amazing. Alright, now it's time for breakfast part two. Extremely simple. We got 30p worth of shreddies and 18p worth of milk. This just adds an extra 250, 300 calories onto my breakfast. Super easy to get down. It's just completely ideal. Alright boys, it is gym time. We're training arms today. I just realized one thing I forgot to mention is with my second breakfast, I have a clear whey. Now the clear whey I get is always from my protein. I just think it's the best clear whey. Even if I wasn't sponsored by them, which I am, use code HAL, I would still get everything from my protein. I just simply think it's the best, and that's the truth. The exact scoop of clear whey that I had today was worth £1. Supplements like that are expensive, but for me, it gives me peace of mind knowing that I'm always hitting my protein goals. I'm never under what I should be eating on a day-to-day basis. But yeah, clear whey, let's add it to the running total for the day. And yeah, like I said, it is time for arms. Gym Fit from Gymshark, use code HAL10. We have to rock the new pumper pants. These things are sick. What I have for my pre-workout meal is always protein oats. I take 30 grams of oats, which costs about 7p. Then I go for half a scoop of whey, which is 50p. And then I add a massive scoop of chocolate spread on top, which is again like 30p. This is a great pre-workout meal. It's got good calories, it's got good carbs, complex and simple. I find it super easy to eat, and it's the perfect thing to have before the gym. One thing I also have before the gym, but I'm not going to include as there's no calories in it, is the Origin pre-workout. I love this stuff. It tastes so good, and it's one of the best pre-workouts that I've personally ever had. But all this being said, boys, it's time to take a break from the diet, go to the gym, and hit some arms. Alright boys, we're back from the gym. Workout was decent. I always love an arm day. Did a little bit of shoulders as well. Yeah, always thoroughly enjoy getting a pump. Anyway, it is time for my midday meal. For this meal, I weigh out 160 grams of pasta. That comes to 23p. Once that's cooked, I add a tin of tuna, which is 65p, and 3/4 of a jar of pesto, which is 75p. And then I always add a little bit of cheese, or in this case, soft cheese, for 25p. In total, all of that comes to £1.88. And if my calculations are correct, for my daily total so far, that is £6.74. Now at this point, I'm actually thinking, that doesn't sound cheap. Like, I'm only just having my midday meal and I'm already on £6.74. Like, that doesn't sound that cheap. But I guess it must be. Because there's literally no other way to do this that could be cheaper. Thinking about it, my gym buddy that I always go to the gym with just got a Subway before the gym and he spent like £8 or £9 on that. And that was probably like 700, 800 calories. Yet I spent less than that and also had that many calories. So when you put it like that, I guess it is actually the best way to do it. But boys, that is midday meal eaten. I'm on that many calories, as I just said. Daily total is as good as it can be. And yeah, I guess we just continue on with the day. Okay, we've come to the final meal of the day. For this, I buy a massive pack of chicken breast. I went to Sainsbury's and I bought a 2-kilogram box of chicken for £12. With the chicken, I season it with the rest of the pesto that I had from earlier, which was a remaining 25p, and a tiny little bit of soft cheese, which is probably 15, 20p. In the pack, there were 9 chicken breast fillets, making each one of them £1.30 and over 200 grams of chicken, which is like exactly what you need in your evening meal. And with that, I'll have some rice. Now, I've done it the most convenient way and just got like an easy microwavable bag for 69p. Or if you really wanted to do it the cheapest way, you could get yourself a bag of raw rice, cook it yourself, and that would make it like 10 to 15p. It's so cheap. And then of course you need vegetables. I'd normally have frozen vegetables, which would make it maximum 30p. So if we add that all up, our new running total for the day is £7.85. And if we take all the calories from that meal, it gets us to 3,505 calories. Breaking it all down, what makes this diet expensive? Well, in all honesty, it's the supplements, the protein powders, the protein wafers. Because those things are so convenient, they are most expensive. That 1 scoop of protein powder that I've currently got in this shaker right now, that costs around £1. But like I say, it's super convenient. And the cheapest things on here are going to be the oats, the rice, and for protein, it's going to be the tuna and actually the chicken. Even though it's £12 for that big, huge tray, that is going to last me over a week. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was actually a learning experience for me because I actually had no idea how much one day of eating cost for me. But I do now. And so do you. But yeah, boys, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll link my Instagram in the description below. Code HAL and my protein code HAL10 at Gymshark. And yeah, boys, I'll see you in the next one.